Hi Stampers, it's Elizabeth from StampScrapandMore.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Canada, and welcome to virtual coffee and a card. I have my favorite Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouse coffee cup, except for today it has tea in it because I made homemade clotted cream and scones yesterday, and they turned out delicious. So I got up this morning and I had myself breakfast that consisted of orange juice, homemade scones, and clotted cream with homemade strawberry jam, and a tea. So this is the leftover tea from breakfast. So today we're going to make a card, and I have a hard time doing children's birthday cards, I will admit, but we're going to use the Bonanza Buddies suite. Isn't that so cute? The images are adorable. So we're going to use the Bonanza Buddies stamp set, and because I get the name right, the Bonanza dies. And what I love about when Stampin' Up! Does this is that some of the images here actually cut out images that it's in the designer series paper. And so we're going to use the designer series paper. We're also going to use the colors of Bermuda Bay, Whisper White, Daffodil Delight, and Terracotta Tile. And we're going to use some pom-poms and black memento ink. And I think that might be everything. Oh, and I might actually, in Celebration, one of the Celebration rewards is this combo pack, the metallic baker's twine and sequins. And when I was pulling this card together, I didn't do it on the original card, but I might do some sprinkles of these on the card. So my mind just kind of went, ooh, we can do that because it's similar color combinations, right? Okay, and the card we're going to make is this guy. Isn't he cute? Oh, and we're going to use Wink Costello too, because every card needs a little bit of blink. So I was thinking about taking some of the sequins and just putting a few around. I don't know if it might tacky up the card a bit, but I'm not sure. So let's take a look at the designer series paper, and we're going to start the card. Okay, so the designer, whoops, I had put it back. The designer series paper is called Birthday Bonanza Designer Series paper, and you get 2 sheets of 6 different designs, so there's 12 in total. And so this is one side. So one side is kind of a plainer side, like a neutral pattern, and then this is the side that has the toucans on it. And if you look at the dies, this toucan guy here cuts out this guy. And it just pops. It looks so cute. It's so detailed. I'm going to show you when I get to start assembling the card. This is the sort of pattern side, and then the other side is this. And here's the koala bear. There's the koala bear. Bingo! Love it when they do that. You can also stamp the images out, and there's the toucan and there's the koala bear. So you can also stamp the images out, but they're giving you an option of how to use your designer series paper and stamps. This might be hard to see, but it's birthday candles. And then the other side, it's ice cream cones. This is sort of like hash marks in various yellows. And the other side is the mighty lion. And I didn't try this to see if the lion fits, but let me just, so this is the lion right here. I know you're going to think that's not the lion. So that's the lion, plus there is a die for the lion's, no, just one, for the lion's mane and his tail. So you see his tail come up here. So that's for his, so you can pop up his mane. So I've done a card using this, not from the designer series paper, from the stamped, because it is also a stamped image. So there is the lion, and then there is his mane. So it was a cute card too. Maybe that will be another show and tell. This is the striped side, and then the other side is, which is up? That's up. Is the smaller image, all the smaller images. It's cute. And here is the last piece. It's a bunch of balloons, and then on the other side, it's presents. So that's the designer series paper. And in case you don't know, one of the benefits of Stampin' Up, and it's what sells everybody at the beginning, is on the back of all of their designer series paper, there's a list here. And it tells you what colors are in this paper. So it coordinates with Basic Black, Bermuda Bay, Coastal Cabana, Crumb Cake, Daffodil Delight, Grapefruit Grove, Mango Melody, Terracotta Tile, Smoky Slate, and Whisper White. So it makes your creating a lot easier when you know what colors are in the paper, and it just, the coordination is so helpful that it just makes the whole experience fun. Okay, so let's start with this card. You're going to need piece of Bermuda Bay that's 11 by 4 1/4, and you're going to score it at 5 1/2, and it's going to open up this way. You're going to need 2 pieces of Whisper White that are 4 by 5 1/4. One's going to go on the outside, one's going to go on the inside. You're going to need 1 piece of the stitch rectangle dies, and I used this one here, and that's going to be for the happy birthday. You're going to need a toucan, a cutout toucan from the designer series paper, and I've already cut him out, and there he is there. Isn't that, like, look at the detail on that. Isn't that cute? Like, it's so crisp. I love it. You're going to need 1 of the dies for the triangle. That's for his hat. You're going to need 3 circles. That is for the balloons. And you're going to stamp. You're going to use the stamps for cutting the paper. So you're going to use the long one, the next one, and the square one, the rectangle and the square one. And we're going to do that together. You're going to use the happy birthday stamp. You're also going to use the, you can hardly see it, the stamp here in the background that gives you the strings for the balloons. Did I tell you pom-poms? And I told you the Daffodil Delight, Terracotta Tile, and Bermuda Bay ink. Okay. So let's get started, and I'm going to start with, I'm going to do the happy birthday first so I can get that done. It's a nice rich color, and I'm just going to put it aside. So it won't take long to dry, but because it's a nice rich color, I don't want to play with it. And good happy birthday. Now it is a photopolymer stamp, and you know in most cases in photopolymer you should use your paper piercing mat, but this is cork and it's got some give to it. And if you're going to ask me why I use cork, stamp on cork, is because my desktop is glass, and if I don't have something on top of it, all you guys are going to see is glare. So that's why I had to put the cork on here. Okay, so now let's stamp these little pieces. I need some scrap paper. This might work. And I'm going to stamp the long present in Bermuda Bay. There we go. And I'm going to close this up for now because I have a bad habit of getting ink all over me. And we're going to use the Terracotta Tile for the polka dotted one. And then we're going to use the Daffodil Delight for the top, which mimics actually the designer series paper. I just realized that. That's the same pattern in the designer series paper. No, it's not that one. It's this one. And then also with the top present, it's a great way to use up scrap paper. And also with the present, we're going to use, did I put it back? I don't see it out here. Oh, I did put it back. I actually put something away. We're going to use the string to wrap the present with. And we're going to use that in the black memento. And it's just, we're going to stamp it on top here. And I'm going to bring this closer to me, guys, so I can see over top. There we go. And there we go. And now we're going to fussy cut all of these out. And on the original card, I didn't pop them up. And I'm wondering if I should pop these up. What do you think? Should we pop them up? You can try it, see what it looks like. Where'd it go? Oh, it's still on there. Da da da. Okay. I hope you guys are enjoying the occasions. I keep calling it occasions, the mini catalog, the same as I am. I actually think it's one of the best ones they've had in a long time. And my mind is just spinning, and there's just not enough time in hours in the day to do everything that I want to do. Oh well, I'm not the only one. Okay, so now, what do you think? If we pop these up, if we pop them up, I didn't on the original. Do you think it might be too much? No, let's pop them up. Let's pop them up. I need mini dimensionals for this guy here. Something different. The original card, the toucans popped up, but the presents were not popped up. Okay. I love the mini dimensionals. They're so useful. Actually, I saw somebody recently saying to use up, you know, the ends of your dimensionals. Just use the small circle punch, like a small one, right? If you need small circles. Okay, I'm coming forward here, so in my head you might see a mane of red hair in your. There we go. And then the next one, I'm going to use the big dimensionals. And I've got, look, there's going to be celebration because I'm going to use up this whole sheet today. And I love getting rid of partially used sheets of dimensionals. I got a dimensional over the edge. Okay, and now we're going to put this one on top. Tell me guys, is it straight? And then we're going to put this guy on top. I don't know what the weather's like where you guys are, but it's very cold here, but the sun is shining, so it's okay if the sun's shining. Okay, so what I should have done, and I goofed it. I should have done this first. So I want to put the strings here coming that are holding up the balloon. Actually, I do like it popped up. Okay, so I want to put the strings that are holding up the balloon, but I just want to make sure that they're coming out of his wing there, and I don't want it to go beyond there. So if I put the string too far down, it's going to come out from his tail, and it's going to look like he's going to the bathroom. So I want to make sure that I have part of the string coming out. You can hardly even see it. This pencil mark, but not below that pencil mark. And I'm going to do it like this. Let's keep our fingers crossed that worked. And then when I pop him up, he's going to be like that. Okay? I hope that makes sense to you. So I put a little registration mark at the bottom so that I knew I didn't want the string going below that. But then I put a little registration mark here in the crook of his wings. So that's where I wanted the strings to come out of. Yeah, am I going to put them on? Yeah, I'm going to put them on now. I can put them on now. Because then we're going to bring out the Stamparatus. You know me and my Stamparatus. I took a couple and taught a couple of classes on using your Stamparatus, and it really is an invaluable tool. And because this is designer series paper, I made sure I've got dimensionals, maybe overkill on dimensionals, just because it's a little bit thinner than regular paper, than the cardstock. Oh, this is cute. I do like it popped up. I'm talking to myself. Okay, let me bring it up to you. There you go. See what I mean? I do have to erase the little registration mark. I can see the little dot. I can see the little dot under his wing here. You might not be able to see it, but I can see it. we go. Okay, now we're going to get into the Stamparatus. I'm going to put this guy aside, and I'm going to bring out the Stamparatus for my tried and true technique. Oh. Okay. This was the last card I did. Okay, so I have already cut out, what did I need? I just needed the circle, the circles and the triangle shape. So I'm going to mount this down here. And if you want, you can actually, when you do this and you do a template, put it into your box into your stamp set. So the next time you go to make a card, you've already got the template there. I don't think I've ever said that before, but it makes it, it comes in handy. So I'm going to take, no I'm not, I'm going to take the triangle die. I'm going to take the triangle die here, and I am going to dump it into this negative space. I'm going to pick up, and because it's photopolymer, I'm not going to do a test, but I'm just going to put this down there. I'm going to ink up this hat with the Bermuda Bay. Whoops, and there you go. You've got the Bermuda Bay hat. And I've got to clean this off. And while we've got the Bermuda Bay out, we're also going to dump. I say dump, we're going to drop the circle in, and I need to get the circle. Oh, no, not drop it in first. I'm going to put this in first. Okay, I'm going to pick that up. Now, if you have any of the Stampin' Spots from Paper Pumpkin, they are a lot easier to use on the Stamparatus than the big stamps. Just so you know. There we go. Oh, that wasn't very good. That wasn't good at all. So let me do another one, and I now have ink. It's official. I now have ink on me. Let me just do something here. It's not a perfect circle, and I'm wondering if I didn't have it in the right spot. Let me try another one. And if I don't, I'm going to tell you a secret. I have an old Stampin' Up! Circle punch that fits this perfectly. Well, that's better. That's better. There we go. So I have to pause the video while I go and cut out one more circle. And now I'm going to do, what color am I going to do? I'm going to do the terracotta tile. There we go. There's terracotta tile. I don't know what happened to the first one. I do not know. Okay, so I'm going to put the video on hold 1 second while I go and cut another circle. Okay, I'm back. Now I need to do the Daffodil Delight. Works most times. Okay. And there's the Daffodil Delight. But if you have, some of my punches I do not get rid of for sake of ease, and I still have a lot of the circle punches, the odd size circle punches, so I use those sometimes when I'm in a pinch. Okay, and put that there. And we have done all of our stamping. And let me get a baby wipe because I have ink on my hands, and you know when you have ink on your hands, it ends up on your card. I don't know how I did that. I'm usually very careful. Okay, now we're just going to put this sucker together. And we're going to take, I'm going to put the yellow one flush, and I'm just going to use a little bit of Tombow glue. And we're going to put him down there like that. And before I go any further, I'm just going to get the Wink of Stella before I cover it up with the other balloons, and I'm going to cover it in Wink of Stella. You may not even see that on the camera, but it's got some Wink of Stella. Oh, there we go. It's got Wink of Stella on it. And then the terracotta tile, I'm going to pop up with dimensional. Okay. Whoops. And there we go. We're going to pop that up with dimensional. And actually, no, I think in the original card, I don't think I used terracotta tile. I must have used pumpkin pie, because I'm looking going, wait, that's not, yeah, I used pumpkin pie, but that's okay. That's all right. And now the last one is Bermuda Bay. And I'm going to pop him up kind of like that. And I'm going to put Wink of Stella. Okay, so his hat, where did his hat go? So his hat, I'm going to put on like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little dimensional here, but I'm going to put a little bit of Tombow glue here so that he, his hat is as secure. I'm going to use a little dimensional for the top. And just some little bit of Tombow glue on the edge. Or you could use a glue dot too if you're not. Some people don't like the Tombow glue, so if you don't like your Tombow glue. Cute, 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 cute. Okay, so actually before I keep going, I should have mounted him. I'm going to mount him now. Adhesive. The more layers you get on the front of the card, the harder it is to put adhesive on it. So I usually mount early before I get too many layers on the top. Okay. Now his pom-pom. What color pom-pom should we use? Because I had the pom-poms out here. This is what happens. I'm organized and then I move something. Oh, I put something on top of it. And it's like, where did the pom-poms go? I'm going to use a red pom-pom because I think it stands out on this card really well. And I'm actually going to use some Tombow glue on the pom-pom. You can use a glue dot, but the Tombow glue, I know once it's cured, it's not going to go anywhere. So I'm going to put the Tombow glue there, and then I'm going to pop up the happy birthday. And then we're almost done. I'm going to see what it looks like if I put some sequins on it, some of the Bermuda Bay sequins. And then on the inside of the card, you can decorate it however you want. I'll show you what I put on the inside of the card, the original sample card. Should have held that down. Okay. Elizabeth, you're creating such a mess here. And you even want to somehow incorporate the ribbon because it's, or the twine, because it's Bermuda Bay. God, the colors are so fun. I'm getting my pickup tool. Okay, so let's see, I'm just going to place a few down and let me see what you think. One. Oh, Lord, and they're even in different sizes. Oh, I like that. I like that they're in various sizes. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. What do you think? What do you think? You know, things should be done in threes, right? So if I put, what are the three colors? Do I get a yellow one? Maybe I should get a yellow one. A little yellow one. And now I'm being really picky. There we go. Oops. There we go. No, I don't like the three colors. Okay, I like the way I had it. Leave it how you, I like the Bermuda Bay in there. And I like the terracotta tile. Oops, where did it go? Oh my God, it's over there. Oh, it's all on my fingers. Oh, I'm getting too silly. Maybe this one. Oh Lord, there we go. Now it's stuck on here. Okay, what can I say? Maybe this is a fruitless effort. There we go. What do you think? Yeah, maybe, maybe not, maybe not. Well, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to put a little bit of Tombooboo there. I'm going to go for it, guys. And I'm going to put them down. And maybe I will put one up here. A little bit more. And then I'm just going to put the little one here. Come on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, don't squeeze your Tombooboo over your project. That's just an FYI. Oh, come on, there we go. So there's the card. It's cute. Now let's see the original. So the original, the presents weren't popped up and there were no sequins on it. I actually like this one. I like it. Oh yeah, I was going to show you the inside. So this is what I did on the inside. I just took one of the dies and I did some of the scalloped edge and just put it on the inside. I haven't decorated the inside of this one yet though. But there you have it. So this is today's project for coffee in a card and tea in a card. And thanks for checking in, and I hope you are inspired. It's cute. Have a good day.